We're back. We're the unprofessional professionals. Jean Restivo
And Jill DiColanino.
and we're so excited because now we have our own spot on Cox 13. Every Wednesday at 3 o'clock you can watch us, and we're going to do wonderful recipes, easy recipes, because that's what it's all about. Something easy and simple for you people out there to learn how to cook some of these recipes.
And it's just like being in your own kitchen. Jeannie and I are the cooks, but it's like you're in your own kitchen.
And we're not that perfect, but we have a lot of fun, and everything comes out great.
Delicious.
Now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to start with my chocolate chip oatmeal biscotti, which is a very popular one.
And I'm starting with my stuffed prune cookies.
And everybody loves those stuffed prune
Slices.
cookies because
Yeah.
those were recipes.
Especially good for the older people.
But, but in years ago, our grandmothers and our mothers made those stuffed prune cookies, and nobody, like, it's like a lost art now. People just look for the recipe because they want to learn how to make them again. Okay? So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to stop. This is simple. This is for a biscotti recipe, and it's my own biscotti recipe, and it's been so popular that everybody loves it. So that's why I decided to do this. So I have it in one of my books. I'm going to put a cup of butter. Jill, do you want to come over here and help me a little bit?
Sure.
Now, a cup is 2 sticks, right?
A cup is 2 sticks.
All right.
Right, exactly.
1 stick is a half a cup.
1 stick's a
And
half.
2 sticks is a cup. Okay.
There it
Put a
goes.
cup of room temperature butter.
Right.
I'm going to put 2 eggs.
Those are jumbo.
Well, they say
Extra large, yeah.
Extra large, jumbo. But don't, just always use extra large or jumbo. Okay, now I need a half a cup of white sugar. And I need a cup and a half of brown sugar, light brown sugar. Okay? Now I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is my Glabber Girl baking powder, but any kind is fine.
Where do you get that, Jeannie?
In Florida, I got this
Oh,
one.
okay.
I don't think we have it here in Rhode Island. And, of course, my big jar of vanilla. I'm going to throw in a couple of teaspoons of vanilla. Right?
Right.
Tastes good.
I'll take that.
Now I'm going to beat all this together. Okay, now you beat this till it's nice and light and creamy. All together in one bowl. You know, nice and creamy it sounds? Now by hand, I'm gonna, the rest of what my ingredients are gonna be put in by hand. I'm going to put in a cup of flour. I only put a cup so far. And I am going to put in chopped walnuts. You don't have to put it, that's optional. This is a lot, nice chopped walnuts. You can chop them up a little more if you want. And I'm going to put 2 cups of chocolate chips.
That's a little extra, huh, Jeannie?
Oh, I put a little,
Put a little
no, it's 2
extra.
cups, it's 2 cups. 'Cause
Just, it calls for 2 cups.
yeah, 2 cups of chocolate chips. You can use milk chocolate or you can use the dark chocolate ones. And then I need my oatmeal. Jill, do you want to give me the oatmeal?
Sure. Okay.
Now, let me see, what does it say?
1 cup is,
How much oatmeal does it say?
okay.
Right there.
2 cups of quick oats.
2
okay?
cups of quick cooking oats.
These are real healthy for you too.
Oh,
They
yeah,
taste
well,
good,
if
but
you
they're
want to make
healthy.
these for your children,
Yeah.
at
that's
least
good.
they're getting some better vitamins in it because, or better vitamins in it because of the oats in it. right? And I always use butter. I don't use margarine. I think butter is the best thing you can have, and the flavor is much better. So don't try to use margarine in this. Now, I still gotta put 1 more cup of flour, and that's it. And then it's all mixed.
You put it all together.
Okay. Okay, now see, I'm adding 1 more cup of flour to this. So it's 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of oats. Now this is a little hard to stir, but don't worry about it. The butter in it and everything will be fine. So now this is where you gotta put your hands in it a little bit, you know. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just mixing it all in. I do this by hand. I don't like to do it by machine because we got the nuts and the chocolate chips in there. And I always like to add my flour by hand. And believe me, your family, or your friends, or anybody are gonna love this. This seems to be one of the favorite of the biscotti. This and the almond.
That's my favorite, Jeannie. That's
Yeah.
my
So
favorite.
you want to get me to roll, the board to roll on, Jill?
Sure.
Now I'm going to show you the next step, okay? This looks like it's all mixed good. Well, I got this, and you get a lot. You really get a lot with this. Okay, now see, it's a little sticky. It's like the regular chocolate chip cookie dough. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do on the board. I'm going to do a trail of the quick cooking oats. All right. All right. Okay, I'm going to grease my pan. I'm going to spray it like this. And I'll have this all ready, as you can see. Oops. Now I'm going to scoop it with my hand. I'm going to scoop a scoop like this, right? A nice scoop. And I'm going to roll it on these rolled out. Just roll it out. Whoops, they're going flying now. I can't believe this. And it depends on how small you want your biscotti, or how large you want them, of how much you roll it out. So this is about what I usually do. And then I pick it up like this and just put it on the cookie sheet. I'm going to roll another one. Like I said, you really get a lot of biscottis with this. And the biscottis you can put in a pan, sealed can, or sealed Tupperware, and they will stay for weeks. You don't have to worry about freezing them. Never freeze them. You don't need to freeze them. I'm rolling this other one out. About the same size as the other one that I did.
Looks good, Jean.
Oh, what do you think, Jill?
Oh my goodness, Jean.
Now look, you go like this. Bakusi, bakusi. And you go
And
like
look how
that. Now,
easy
look how
that
easy
looks.
You can pick it up, right?
Wonderful.
So I'm going to do one more over here.
And look all you get out of that.
You do, you get a lot. I'm going to scoop my hands in and get
Good
another
for
one.
you.
Like this.
Wonderful.
You can separate your dough even if you want ahead of time, but I can judge. I don't have to do that. Through experience. Here we go. Now I'm going to pop these in the oven and cook them for about 35 to 40 minutes before I slice them. Okay? There we go, look. Pick it up, just like a snake. Okay? And that's it. I want to put these in the oven. Oh, look at my hands. You want to put that in the Okay, children, you want to put this in the oven for me?
Why not?
350 degrees.
350 for how long?
Until they're done.
Until they're done. Oh, okay.
Or 35,
All right,
40
Jeannie.
minutes.
Till they're
I
done.
told you, we're the unprofessional professionals professionals, but you know what? It all comes out and we know just what we're doing because all our food is delicious.
Absolutely. All right.
Now Jilda's gonna show you how to make her stuffed prune cookies.
Jeannie, excuse me. Okay, here I am. I'm back and I'm making my prune, well, biscottis or cookies, whatever you want. Slices.
Cookies.
Slices.
Slice
cookies.
prune cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have already made this because we don't have much time, so I already made my dough, which I used an egg biscuit dough, and this is what it looks like when it's done. 5 eggs, a 1/4 cup of milk, a cup of sugar, and 3/4 cup of oil. Now I am going to put it here, and I am going to roll it, and I am going to make, I've already made one because we don't have a lot of time, so I'm just showing you what it looks like. And do you see how easy this is to roll? It's just great. And this is Jeannie's recipe, and it's in the Tuttobani book on page 208. Now I will
Isn't
show
that a
you.
beautiful dough?
Look at how nice
How
that rolls out,
beautiful that
Jeannie.
rolls. See, you don't have to worry about getting it sticking.
Not at all.
And if
Okay.
it sticks, so what? You patch it up, right?
Now I told you, yeah, it has to be a certain consistency. So when you, it's 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of flavoring, and 5 cups of 5.5 cups of flour. But I don't put all the flour in at once. Jeannie taught me that. You put a cup at a time until it comes to this consistency, and you can feel it in the bowl. All right, now with the prune, what I did was, here I am back again with my pan. I had to do this ahead of time too, but I want you to look at this. Here we go. Now this is your prune filling, all right? I have here a box of prunes, about a pound, about 16 ounces, Jeannie?
Yeah, 16 ounces a pound, I think.
And I put this on the stove and I cook this in a little bit of the juice from the cherries, because I put cherries in it because I like the color. I think it makes the cookie look really good.
And flavor too.
And flavor. And then I'm cooking this for about 10 minutes, and then I add a couple of walnuts, which I love, a jar of 10 ounces, I believe, of cherries. And then
With the juice and all, right?
with the juice and all, yeah, I put the juice, and then
Okay.
it calls for a 3/4 cup of water, so I mix the juice and make it up to about 3/4 of a cup.
Okay.
And then the best part, this is optional, but Ginny and I always like to put it in.
All
This is-
right.
This is what a beautiful brandy, okay?
Oh,
It's
that's
about a
nice
shot.
flavor. Oh, you
It's
put
a shot.
a shot of rum they can put too?
Yes, they can
Oh,
put
wow.
rum too,
But this is
absolutely.
brandy, okay.
Now you mix this together, and it's kind of softened. And one more thing I have to tell you, I always cut my prunes because as it comes out of the box, I want to make sure that even though they're without the pits, I want to make sure that they don't have a pit in it because somebody will break their teeth on it. So, right, Jeannie? Now I'm going to split this in 3 ways because I have 3 of these rolls. One I already made, okay? I'll get that pan out of your way. I'm splitting this 3 ways, okay? You kind of use your judgment. Use your judgment. Okay, as you can see, I am spreading this prune mixture out with cherries and nuts and the prunes that
that
I've
looks
cut in
delicious.
half. And look at this. This is like just
And they're
wonderful.
so full. It's nice.
And they're nice and full. It's
nice
not
and
just
full.
dough, right, Jean? It's
Wow,
not just
no,
dough.
It's not just dough.
All right, now the thing I do is I grab one end like that and one end like that. And then I grab the other end like this.
Rakusi, it's so
Like you
easy.
see, all right? And I fold in the edges like that, like so.
Wow.
And then I just kind of press it down. I press the seam down, okay? Kind of make it into a beautiful shape here. Jeannie's going to spread that.
I'm gonna spray this pan.
She's going to spray that. And I am going to lift this up like Jeannie did, and I hope I don't drop it, but that's what it looks like. I'm going to pick this up
You want to
And
do
I'm
it
gonna-
this way?
there,
Oh,
look.
see, look. Now
Unbelievable.
was that hard? That's not hard.
That's not hard, huh,
Look at
Jeannie?
how beautiful.
See? Now I'm gonna do the same thing with my other, I had split the dough up in 3 packets, put it in the refrigerator. This one I happen to keep it overnight, but you don't have to. An hour is plenty. An hour is plenty. Now I'm gonna do the same thing again. So if you wanna just watch me roll this out again, which I will do. Okay, now. You wanna make it so that it has a nice cookie crust. So you just roll it out to that little you'll know, as you roll it out, you will know how long to make it.
How beautiful that
It
was.
rolls out so nice, doesn't it? And this is gonna be frosted with just a little bit of sugar, confectionery sugar, but I'm gonna show you how to do this now. Now that was 1 package of prunes, a jar of cherries, which are optional, but I love the color of the cherry in the cookie. And you can put as many nuts as you like. I put a cup, sometimes I put a cup and a half, and kind of spread it out like that. Don't be afraid to use your hands. That's it. Okay. Oh, can you hear that nice music? There. Now what's hard about that? You can make this ahead of time. You can make the prune ahead of time. Keep it in the refrigerator. You can make anything ahead of time. Even this, even the dough. And then you just pick it up, pick it over. I don't roll mine like a jelly roll. I like to see the prunes. And there you go. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's your cloth, Jeannie.
Yeah.
Oh, how beautiful. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Look at that. All right, Jeannie, you
Wow.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. We pick it up, put it in here, shape it up a little bit, shape it up. Okay, here they are all done. Don't they look beautiful? And I'm going to put them in the oven at 350 for about 22 minutes. And
Even
they
the
should-
2 minutes.
That
Even the 22 minutes.
Hey, I timed them.
believe it.
I timed them.
Even
Oh,
the
well, I can't put them
Yeah,
in
no,
right
you
now.
can-
You know why?
No, you can put them in the bottom shelf.
I'll put them on the bottom. All right, Jeannie's wonderful biscottis are cooking. Now, for the prune cookies, I am making a nice white frosting. I have 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan, which I have the stove on, and it is cooking. Okay.
I'm melting.
I'm
Not cooking.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm melting the butter. It's about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm adding about a quarter of the milk, just a little bit of milk. And I am adding to that this wonderful natural lemon flavoring. I am going to add a teaspoon of that.
They can put almond or anything they want, right?
Jeannie, you're right, they
Almond,
can.
vanilla.
They can put
Rum.
almond, vanilla, orange, or you can
Rum.
put rum. You can use anything you want. Use your imagination. Now I am adding confectionery sugar. That's a cup. But I know I have to put more because I have to absorb this, so I am going to add more. Now, this will probably be another cup. And probably more than this also. Okay, now that's 2 cups. All right, and I'm going to make this, I'm going to shut the stove off. Okay, what happened is, like all of us do, I put a little too much milk in here, so it's not coming to the consistency that I want, so I have to add, which you can use anyway, I have to add more flour, so I put, not flour, sugar, confectionery sugar. I think this might do it. I've taken it off the flame, and I think this might do it. Oops, I'm messing the stove. Jeannie, I'm messing your stove up.
Oh, all right. You want to have to clean it then.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, see now this is just about coming all right, but this is what I use, and we can use it. I can leave it here, Jeannie, and you can make cookies and use the rest of it, okay? Here we go. Actually, I used the whole bag because I had to. So there you go. I used the whole bag because I put too much milk, so you should actually put the sugar in first, and then you add the milk so you get the right consistency.
I think about 3 tablespoons of milk is plenty.
3 tablespoons
With
is
about
better.
2 or 3
okay?
cups of flour.
And 2 flour of sugar.
I mean sugar. Sugar.
Yeah, but now it's fine. See, now it's
Yeah,
getting the
now
right
it's so good.
consistency. As you can see, it's getting thick. There you go.
Yeah,
Look
that
at it.
looks
It's
good
perfect. Now with that lemon flavoring and everything, this is going to be so good. Now we're working it around because I want to take some of the lumps out, and then I'm going to brush this on the prune cookie. Now Jeannie doesn't have to put any sugar on hers because hers are rich and they have the oatmeal on them,
no
and
sugar
you
on
won't need it. But this I'm going to just whip up a little.
Some people like.
Okay, here I am. I have this wonderful sugar here, frosting, and Jeannie uses a brush, but you can use a knife. Sometimes I just use a knife, and I'm just going to brush this on, this wonderful prune cookie. See how nice it goes? And we don't have it, but you can put, what is it, sprinkles?
Confetti sprinkles.
Confetti sprinkles. All right, here we go. Jeannie, we're almost done. All you have to do now is your,
Yeah,
you have to slice yours and twice bake, put them back in again,
yeah.
and
Not too long.
now you can put as much as you want or as little as you want. You can put just a glaze if you like.
Right.
But yeah, you don't have to put all the sugar. But personally, I like it. It's nice and
Have a
sweet.
sweet tooth.
I do have a sweet tooth. But there you go. Now you can make it as deep or whatever, and just give it a little brush.
Yeah.
There you go. Fill it in over there,
That's it.
and voila, done. Now all I'm going to do is slice them, and then we're done. Thank you.
Now look what they look like. They look so delicious. I took them out of the oven and I let them cool for about 5 to 10 minutes before I start slicing them. So, and then you can turn them on the sides. I'll show you what I'm doing anyway. Turn them on the sides. Put them back in the oven just for a couple of seconds because the chocolate will burn that's inside them. So you want to keep them too long back in the oven. And there you'll have your biscotti, okay? I slice mine on an angle like this, and I have this knife I love, and you just go like that. See? And I'd say you get, what, about 15 out of each one of these, and I got more, so you get 60, about 60 cookies, 60 biscottis.
Beautiful.
And
I
it
can't
depends how,
wait to have one.
these are delicious.
Can't
Now,
wait to have one.
some people don't like nuts, but I like nuts, that's why I put nuts in it. But if they're allergic to nuts, they don't have to put nuts in it. There you go. Okay, here they are on the sides. I put them all on the sides. You don't have to turn them or anything. I'm just going to put them back in the oven just for a couple minutes because I don't want the chocolate to burn. And that's it. I'll show you the finished product.
Hi, here we are with my prune slices. I am going to do it on an angle as Jeannie did with hers. And here they are. Look at that. Nice and stuffed. Oh, look at how stuffed they are. Look at that.
Oh, my
See how
goodness.
beautiful?
Beautiful.
Oh, my goodness. If you want to bring these to someone,
All right, wait, she's not hasn't got you on.
now if you want to make a plate and bring it to someone, you put a pretty doily in there. You get the cupcake liners, and you put these in the cupcake liner, and you have a wonderful gift, and people will just love you for it because these are just beautiful and delicious.
I used to make these at Italian weddings all the time years ago,
Years
right?
ago, yeah.
Now, I gotta ask you a question. Do you freeze yours before you frost them if you wanna save some?
Well, you can freeze that.
You
I
can
freeze it
these.
whole.
Freeze it
I freeze
whole.
the whole, and then
Yeah.
I take it out and I put my frosting on it, and then I slice them, and they're perfect. You
Yeah.
can freeze them, yes. Look at that dish. Isn't that
Come out
wonderful?
beautiful. Look at that.
Nice and full.
All
Voila.
right.
And
And I've got my mappine over here. You know,
Mappine.
you can't do it without a mappine,
see how
a
nice?
wooden spoon. These are all things that you need in the kitchen.
Amen. Amen.
All right, they're all done.
Look at them.
They had this second. Biscotti, by the way, means twice baked.
Twice baked.
That's where the name Biscotti came from. So these are twice baked. I just took them out of the oven. They're still hot and warm.
Mm-hmm.
They smell delicious. You should smell the chocolate in them.
If you could be here, if you could only be here. It's
That's all right. You can
wonderful.
make your own now.
Now you can make your own. That's how easy they are. Beautiful.
Here we are with the finished product. Don't they look delicious?
It's wonderful. And don't forget that there are 2 more plates like this out of what I made. So you get quite a few slices. Same with Jeannie.
And if you ever have any requests for recipes that you would like us to put on, just email us or write us a letter, and we'd be very glad to do any special recipe for you.
And we will have our telephone number at the end of the program if you need to call.
Telephone number or email address, okay?
Ciao.
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 Did you like your coffee now?
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Poem that my cousin read about our family and chicken soup. The Ballad of the Chicken Soup by Susan Rotella. The Georgie family is a rather strange group. Their blood is half made of chicken soup. No matter the season, it's always a winner. They eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In any of their houses on any day, there's always a pot boiling away. They eat it with pastine or even rigatoni, but it tastes best with homemade macaroni. It's a welcome gift for any occasion, a new baby, an illness, or even a graduation. The Georgies know that chicken soup is the best thing when you're sick with the cold or the croup. From the time they are babies, they feast on this brew, so they are hooked on the taste before the age of 2. It's no wonder Georgies crave chicken soup so much. It's made with a lot of love and a special touch. So ask any Georgie, he'll tell you the truth. Life wouldn't be the same without chicken soup. And this is something my grandmother, I always remember the smell of her chicken soup. It came down from generation to generation. My grandchildren love it. Everyone in our family loves chicken soup. Whenever we're sick or anything, the first thing we do is have a bowl of chicken soup. It just seems to make us feel better. Thank you. If any of you out there have any requests for us for special dishes, we'd be very happy to show you. We love the letters that you send. We love the comments you give us when we see you, and we're glad that you're enjoying our show. So we love to make different dishes. So just, here are our telephone numbers. No, I'm sorry. Here are our email address and our addresses. So if any of you have a request, just feel free to drop something in the mail or put it on the email, your email. Thank you.